One of my favorite things about going to a concert is it's an escape from reality. And I know for so many of you, you love music because it can unite so many of us. And for these fans, they've been waiting over 2 years to see 4-time Juno Award winner Lights in concert. It's the final stop on this leg of her tour, a tour that's had some interesting moments.
I'm looking for the real thing. Always looking for the real thing.
We've faced a lot of adversity on this tour. There's been so many things that have gone wrong. Lost my childhood cat, broke my brick to my laptop, broke my foot, bus broke down, like our opening act got electrocuted. Like so many things have happened, but yet it remains the best tour ever. Every night's amazing. I think like over the last couple years, I've developed this new appreciation that I get to do this. Like if it's in my control to do a show, I'm gonna do it because the last couple years have been out of my control, and you sit on the couch helplessly creating and without any like physical reward or manifestation for like the work you put in. So every night honestly has been just so good to be back, and I have this newfound sense of self and purpose in it all, I suppose. So if we're finding something good out of a bad thing, that would be it.
But your music also helps people find a sense of self within them, which I think is amazing. And I'm just curious, you're on the other side of, I love looking at the crowd during a show and seeing them react. They get completely lost, they escape, which is what I love about music is you escape from real life and your music's doing that. What's it like seeing people in that moment, whether it be a lyric you're doing or just, something? What's it like for you to witness that?
That's what you do this for, right? Like the last show we did last night, there was a girl crying during one of the songs, and I kind of lost myself in that moment because that is what music does for me. It is an escape, like you said. I used that actually as I created a thing called the clinic for this album, which is a metaphor for the idea that music does cause an escape for us. So you plug in, get out of your head. That's my job as a musician, to like take you away for the minutes that you're at the show, for the minutes you're listening to the music, because reality kind of stinks sometimes. So if I can bring you into my world for a minute and create something immersive and create a moment for you to be in that is away from all the problems, that's the best. So when I see people really losing themselves, like headbanging or like going hard or crying or like dancing with their friends, like that is what we strive for as musicians, those moments.
Every time I see you, I tell you how much I love your energy and what you bring to this world, but also on top with this album, you made sure like 50% of it was women were part of it, from the engineering, obviously the writing, the performing, but also the road crew, 50% women. And then when I thought of it, I can't tell you a time I've seen more than a couple. What has that been like for you? Because that has to be empowering to see you're also creating change and make people be more aware of what it's like.
Yeah, even talking about it every night, I think a lot of people don't recognize that less than 5% of producers are female, less than 12% of writers are female. So there's and obviously touring is a whole other different percentage. And yes, it is the first time that in my 15-year career that I've had equality on the bus. I'm ashamed to say, but I'm really proud of it. And it's genuinely the most comfortable I've ever been on tour. And I'm like, this is what I've been missing the whole time. You don't know what you're missing until you experience it, right? And being able to talk about your period shouldn't be an awkward thing. I shouldn't have to hide it, but that's just the way it is sometimes when you're surrounded in people who don't experience periods. So it's been awesome just on a completely like personal level, but being able to talk about it every night, because PEP also, my new album, is also 50% work done by women, and it took extra effort to get more women involved. Obviously the pool of talent's smaller, but if you talk about it every night, people recognize that there's a place for them in the industry. You're seeing women in the crowd who have been wanting to get into it. If I had seen that when I was young, I would have been like, that's for me. I would have started maybe earlier. My only regret is that I didn't do this earlier, but you got to start somewhere and you have to put the effort in. I think a lot of people like to use the idea of, well, you should hire someone based on their talent. Well, man, we got to push a little bit beyond that. We got to hire out women now so that we can hire based on talent when there's an equal pool to choose from. So I put the effort in and I'm proud of it. The record's amazing, and the tour's been the best. I don't think I want to tour any other way.
For City News, I'm Lindsay Dunn.